In a reactive world, emotional control is power, but peace feels difficult for most people, not because life is impossible, not because emotions are bad, but because most people become emotionally attached to everything. Opinions, people, attention, outcomes, validation, memories, and slowly peace disappears. The invisible emotional weight. Most people are carrying things they no longer need to carry. Old conversations, past versions of life, unmet expectations, people who changed and emotionally they never released them. So, even when life moves forward, the mind stays behind. The addiction to control. A lot of suffering comes from this, trying to control things you cannot control. How people behave, how people feel about you, how situations unfold, how life should look, and the harder you hold on, the heavier life feels. The problem with emotional dependence. Most people don't realize their peace depends on external things, replies, validation, attention, consistence from inconsistent people, consistency from inconsistent people, and because of that, their emotions become unstable. Everything affects them. Everything controls them. silence. This is why silence matters. Because silence creates distance from reaction. You pause. You observe. You stop feeding every emotion instantly. And in that pause, you regain awareness, absence. This is why absence matters, because stepping back teaches independence. You stop being emotionally dependent on constant attention. You stop forcing presence, and suddenly your peace becomes less external. Respect. This is why boundaries matter, because emotional control requires standards. What you tolerate shapes your environment, shapes your environment. And when you stop abandoning yourself, respect begins. Detachment. And finally, detachment, the most misunderstood idea. Detachment is not coldness, it is caring without becoming emotionally consumed, loving without losing yourself, feeling deeply without drowning in every feeling. That balance is emotional maturity. The shift. At some point, everything changes. You stop reacting instantly. You stop chasing emotional certainty. You stop needing constant approval, and slowly you become quieter inside, not emotionless, stable. The AME.X perspective. Within the AME.X mindset, you Do not avoid emotion. You understand it. Observe it. Control your relationship with it, because emotion is part of life, but it should not control life. The final truth. Peace is difficult because attachment feels natural, but peace begins the moment you stop holding onto everything. Remember something simple. You can care deeply without carrying everything, and emotional freedom begins there. If you are building emotional control in a reactive world, stay here. This channel is for thinkers. Control your emotions, or they will control you.
The art of emotional detachment. Why peace feels so difficult. Non-reactivity is a craft, not an absence. Observe your emotions, then let them pass.
The art of emotional detachment. Why peace feels so difficult. But what if they need me? It's the silence afterward, without crawling back to the noise.
Emotional detachment is an art. Guilt and obligation bind us, making peace feel distant. We must release these attachments to find our inner peace. Let go and embrace the calm. The art of emotional detachment is not about avoiding feelings, but learning not to chase them. When we cling to our fears and attachments, we lose our inner peace. True peace comes from acceptance, not avoidance. In a world of constant connection, peace feels elusive. Notifications, memories, and expectations pull us in every direction. True peace comes from the art of letting go. The art of emotional detachment. Why does peace feel so difficult? These attachments hold me back. Letting go is the only way. The art of emotional detachment. Why peace feels so difficult. Our minds are cluttered with memories and what-ifs. True peace requires releasing these attachments. Let go and find your inner calm. Peace feels difficult because we are attached. Emotional hooks from our past create inner conflict. Detachment is the art of releasing these tethers. To find true peace. The art of emotional detachment. Why does peace feel so difficult? We react, we cling to attachments, and stillness feels unsettling. Detaching takes practice. Let it pass. This isn't yours. Peace will come. The art of emotional detachment. Why does peace feel so difficult? Constant emotional pulls overwhelm our peace. Detachment is the mindful practice of letting go.
The art of emotional detachment. Why peace feels so difficult. Our minds cling to thoughts, creating chains of attachment. To find peace, we must learn to let go.
The art of emotional detachment. Why peace feels so difficult. We cling to memories, fears, and symbols of the past. Letting go feels like loss, but it's the path to peace.
Release.